Jazz hands. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me adjust a little bit. Hello, everybody. I am so glad to be here. It is the first Saturday of the month. I'm hoping you're knowing what that means by now, which means it is time to launch my monthly Jen's Sparkle Bags. And we are in the first Saturday of November. That's what we do here. And this month's Sparkle Bag, guys, is Cozy Cabin. And we're going to get into the details and get into going through this beautiful bag in just a second. But I have tons of cool announcements first. Now, first and foremost, I'm hoping you guys are on this live. So if you have not caught my community announcements or some email announcements I've been making, I just started this last month, and now this is just month 2. Barring we exclude my Very Elegant special anniversary bag I launched 2 weeks ago because I had the flu, as you guys know. But guys, I'm doing what we call a premiere. It's a YouTube, it's called a YouTube premiere video. And what that allows me to do is to tape this. So I'm taping this right now, and in about an hour, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on premiere. And then I will be in the live chat, like a watch party with you guys, to go through the bag and to watch this with you guys and be on board, just behind my keyboard to answer any questions you guys might have and just to connect with you guys. That would be awesome. So just to let you know, that's a new announcement. And so I am now doing my launch bags every month. So the first Saturday of every month is going to be Sparkle Bag launch, right? That's been going on for several months. But now I'm doing it in premiere mode, which means you guys will see a premiere, you'll see a countdown, and then you'll be able to go into the live chat as we go through this bag. So I hope you guys will join me in live chat, and I would love to have you. So that's fun and exciting. Second announcement, guys, is Very Elegant. I want to talk about that because we have to talk about gratitude. You guys, for the first time ever, since I've been making my sparkle bags, and I've been making bags now just since June. Okay. And I started out, I knew what I wanted to do. I believe June, July, and August, I launched 3 bags each month. Okay. And then I'm like, okay, this is just, it's too many. It's too much. So I was kind of, trying to just figure out how to come into my own and what I want my curated bags to look like, and something I've been wanting to do from day one. And I knew that. So anyway, and then September, and started just launching the first Saturday of every month, and just launching one bag and a bigger bag. Even though actually that's not even true, because if you guys got those bags, they were huge bags, and exceptional values. And so now we're just doing the first Saturday every month. We do one sparkle bag a month, except for last month was also an exception, October, because we had my 1-year YouTube anniversary on the 18th, and you guys sold out Very Elegance, my anniversary bag that I specially priced at $18 in, reference of 18th being my 1-year YouTube anniversary. You guys sold that bag out in 4 hours. So round of applause to you guys. I am so grateful to each and every one of you. I'm so glad you guys enjoy what I'm doing. You are so encouraging, and you really motivate me to just keep going. I can't tell you how grateful I genuinely am. Grateful to you guys, grateful to God to give me the gift that I have. So with that said, guys, thank you so much. And we have a little fuss muffin, Gypsy. I have to say it like so quiet, Gypsy. She's on the prowl. She's going through a thing. I don't know if it's on Terrible Twos, because she's now literally a year and a half. See her? And I'm going to tell you, it's just going to be a situation. So just know, you know what it is? Oh, I almost forgot, because she's the movie star hog. Did we forget from when she was a kitten? All those videos I was posting, and I couldn't even get her off of my mat, like, 8-9 months back? And she knows Mommy is doing a premiere, so it's going to be live in just a few minutes. And so she has to make an appearance. You guys, look how big she is. Look at that. Look how big she's gotten. And she's like, oh my, I have a project sitting on the mat waiting to tape as soon as I'm done with this live, or this premiere. Yeah, because I have string. I have string out and some leather cord. But look at how big she's gotten, you guys. Look at her. We might as well just give her what she wants, you know. She is so, she's the little fat so. Yes. Hi, mama. You're in the no gypsy zone. And she's like, I do not care. I try to make it a no gypsy zone because now that she's getting older, God help me with her flinging and pulling everything, string, and oh my gosh, just flinging my mat. That's the price we pay. Anyway, guys, exciting announcements, back on track. Guys, I have such an exciting announcement to make starting in just a couple of weeks. I will be continuing to send some emails out and put community tab announcements up. But I am going to announce to you right now that I am going to do my first ever 12 days of, you hear it? You hear? Gypsy, that's the bad girls. She just literally took an entire strand of beads, guys. You just heard it, huh? Anyway. I'm not going to stop and start and pause and restart. We're just going to have to keep going. I'm not going to edit it out. This is my life. It's her house. She lets me live here. Just saying. My first ever 12 days of DIY gift making / gift giving. And I'm so excited, guys. This is going to be all crafts that are able to be made in our jewelry supply category. So wire and crimps or monofilament or beading wire, beads, all these things we should have in our stash. But what's even funner, guys, is I have come up with several kits. So we're going to be doing 12 days of DIY craft gift giving. Many of these will be put into a kit. And I already know you guys are going to love what I have in store. So, my 12 days of gift giving will begin, you guys, on November 14th. And it will commence on 11/25. And by the way, 11/25, guys, is the Monday right in front of Thanksgiving. Okay? And so, we're going to start November 14th. I'm going to be posting 12 videos, 12 days in a row, all about the 12 days of DIY craft gift giving. And hopefully you guys will take advantage and buy some of my kits. And I will post the kits all at one time. They will be in my kits section of my store. But the videos, they'll just kind of stagger for the 12 days. But I will have all the kits already up in the store. So I'm so excited about that. So November 14th, guys, mark your calendars. Now, during that time frame, so during those 12 days, I will not be doing my normal Friday Frolic Fun Day and my normal Tutorial Tuesdays. Those we'll put on pause, and then I'll pick them up right after we get through our 12 days of DIY craft gift giving series. So I'm really super excited about that, guys. So 11/14 through 11/25. Those 12 videos will be going up back to back to back, so I'm not going to skip a day. I will be posting them all consecutively. And so I'm really excited about that. And so now, guys, let's jump over, shall we? And let's talk about Cozy Cabin for our November bag. Guys, a friendly reminder, if you are part of Jen's Jewelry Rewards program, don't forget to use your codes, guys. Reference your email, and if you deleted it or don't have it written down, no problem. I've got you covered. I've got you covered, guys. Go into my store, and a tab right on my homepage in one of the menus, there is now Jen's Rewards programs. And if you click that tab, you'll see all of the specifics, all the small print about your rewards, because you get 5% off your bags now, guys, if you are in either Jen's Joy Rewards or Jen's Radiant Rewards. So it doesn't matter what tier you're in. You get 5% off your bags, guys. So don't forget, and your codes are right in my menu tab there in Jen's Rewards tab. So if you don't remember your codes, they'll be right in that area, that menu area I just talked about. I can't think of anything else other than, other than let's jump into it, shall we, guys? But before we do, okay, guys, so I said maybe I'll wear it for my November launch, and I am. So here is the first set I have made out of Berry Elegance. So, guys, I just want to show you this entire set. How this turned out is absolutely stunning. I really am in love with this set. And look at, I mean, it's just, look at the sparkle on that dangle. Now, if you're new to my channel, and welcome, and you didn't catch, I made these videos, if you didn't catch a video, I made all 3 of these. So, just go back no more than the last couple of days. So, you'll see the Berry Elegance chain and tassel necklace video, the teardrop earrings, and the Eslan cord and chain bracelet. You will see those 3 videos, and they all say Berry Elegance on them. So this is how it looks, guys. I made 0 modifications since we were on the mat making them. None. I did not have to modify anything after we finally figured out, you know, we struggled a little bit, me, you know, putting this together just when we were constructing it. And I made a couple of mods on camera with you guys, and since then, I haven't, guys, and it's just absolutely perfect. So the wire wrap section where we ended up putting those dangles, they just lay perfectly, guys. They definitely don't interrupt the clasp. And that is what my bracelet looks like. Isn't that sensational? And again, we used that with Eslan cord. So we strung that with Eslan cord, guys, with the wire guardians on it. And that's what that looks like. Just sensational. Turned out just beautiful. So I'm really, really happy with that. My earrings we made, right, out of craft wire, and we made our component into a teardrop. So all we did was use 20 gauge craft wire, put them on some ear wires, and I think we used a head pin or something here, and I wire wrapped that. But those are my earrings. That's what those look like. They're just gorgeous. Loving. I love them. It's delicious, this color palette. And then my necklace ended up being perfect with a double chain, and we've got this beautiful pattern here. I put these Nebula Czech Glass in everything, so I've got all of mine used. And then we did our split technique, and then we did our Eslan cord tassel here. Isn't that, I mean, you guys, it's like holiday worthy. So that's my jewelry. Let's jump into Cozy Cabin, shall we? And again, guys, shout out questions if you have them. I'm here to answer them. Well, I will be in a minute. As soon as I'm done taping and put this on a premiere. But it won't be long. So, first of all, guys, so Cozy Cabin, I want to talk to you guys about what inspired this month's bag. So I am going to wiggle you about, so I don't want to get you dizzy. But let's go about there, I feel. And then I'm going to push you out. Okay, guys. So, what we basically have here, guys, is here's our bags. So this is what your bags will look like and come like this month. Okay, Cozy Cabins. And, guys, this month we have, it's 16 or 17. I can't remember. This is another thing that's in front of me. It's not the full list. But I think it might be 18 items, but we'll go through it. So guys, I'm going to talk to you about what inspired this month's bag as I bring it up and show you, okay? So what inspired this month's bag, Cozy Cabin, was, like I said in the beginning, I was imagining sitting like in just a warm, cozy log cabin in front of a fireplace, you know, having like some sort of a quilt, a handmade quilt that has yellows and burgundies and all these fun like southwestern cabin colors in it with like hot chocolate. That's just exactly what I was thinking. You know, leather, natural elements, wood, from the surrounding areas are what typically inspires a color palette in a traditional old log cabin. And that is exactly what we are going to deliver on here. Our undertone metal, friends, is going to end up being antique bronze this month, okay? And so we're going to go through it. And so that's what we have, guys. There's some Czech glass in here as well. This is just so pretty. And you know what I'm going to do? I am going to try to put you guys down for just a second. Like, remember when I was just saying on Very Elegance, like, oh, this looks way better than when I normally do it. I'm going to pull you guys down just exactly like that so that I can show you a close-up of this bag. So, guys, we've got, I think, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bead strands. We've got bead caps, Czech glass. We've got paper clip chain, a beautiful mix of 8mm rondelles, a gorgeous mix of 4mm bicones. We have some bead cone. Couldn't think of my words. There is a cool flower connector. There's tons of clasps. Okay. And again, don't mind the background. It's Gypsy. She is now having an absolute field day. But that's your bag, guys. And we'll go through it now one by one. I'm going to kind of keep you guys down here on the mat while we go through it. So, guys, the star of the show is our Red Jasper. And they're sensational, you guys. So they're 8mm. And you do get, actually, it's more than a full strand, because usually a 4 strand of 8mm is like 25 to 30. I think this is 35 beads. But I just want to show you guys the colors in here. It literally, looks like a hardwood floor in 4 different colors. They are so beautiful, these Red Jasper. They're a nice high gloss finish. Just absolutely beautiful. So there's your 8mm Jasper strand. And then we have our synthetic turquoise in bone. And guys, this goes so stupendous. It's just stupendous with this Red Jasper. And then I was thinking, you know, about like, oh, then the snow is going to start falling. So we've got the synthetic turquoise in 6mm. And they are in bone. And they have these brown veins through them. And this is a really super long strand. I don't know, 60 or 70 beads, but it's a humongous long strand of those. Our next strand is going to be the 6mm rondelles in dark goldenrod. This is also a very long strand. It's probably 16 inches or so. They are sensational. I love this color. So beautiful. Goes so well. Dark goldenrod 6mm faceted rondelles. Our next bead strand, guys, are some 8mm imitation jade faceted rondelles in half green, half silver. And you get a full strand of those. It's probably 12-inch strand or so. I think there's 35, 40 beads, something like that on it. Generous strands this month, guys. That's what those look like. The faceting is great. They are grade AA imitation jade, as all of my imitation jade is. So they're really, really pretty. And I think these are going to go well in here. Because that green almost looks, it's not quite, it's not olive, but it's almost like a sea foam. But it's a really pretty green. Okay, next bead strand, guys, is your 6mm rounds, and these are in burgundy, and they are matte. And again, probably a 10 or 12-inch strand, something like that. And that's what those look like. So those are in burgundy. They're really, really soft, super, super soft, and they are a matte finish. and they are just a 6mm glass round with a matte finish in burgundy. Okay, and then our next strand, guys, is the bottleneck glass beads, and they're called peach puff, but guys, they literally look like dark ivory. That they look like a light beige dark ivory is just exactly what they look like. But you get a nice strand of those, and those are like 6.5mm, and those are called glass bottle frosted beads, and that's what they look like. The listing has the exact quantity of everything, guys. Then our next strand is a strand I made exclusive to the bag, which is, and this is, by the way, also exclusive to the bag, the matte rounds. The rest of these you will be able to find in bag extras, but this one you will not. Now this is my dark goldenrod burgundy strand that I put together. It's 6mm faceted rondelles, guys, and I love it because you've got some of the yellow in the transparent and the opaque. This is such a pretty yellow here. Of course, you have the burgundy, and I just think those three colors right there are really gonna go well in here. Just a little pop of sunshine, right? Little pop of sunshine through your log cabin. How about that? So there's your 6mm faceted rondelles in dark goldenrod / burgundy. And those also are exclusive to the bag. These will be in bag extras. This is a monster strand. I don't know, guys. It's something like 150 beads. I don't know what. It's well over 125, 140, something like that. And these are just a darling 3mm faceted rondelle, and they are called Fireside. They're called Fireside or Fire Brick. Can't remember. Let me see. Did I write it down? I think they're called Fire Brick Winter Mix. I think that's what they're called. And look at those, guys. The faceting is really quite lovely and very sparkly on those. But what I also like about them is look at all the colors. There's peaches and yellows and burgundies, gray, black. There's some reds. There's just, look at all those colors. Several colors, like a goldenrod again, and the dark and the lighter yellow. I don't even know what this is, but it's like an interesting peachy color right there. But I love all that black in there too. So that's folded in half. It's a nice long strand, probably, I don't know, 18, 20 inches. I don't know, but it's a really super long strand. And those are your 3mm faceted rondelles in Fire Brick, I believe they're called. Excuse me, guys. And that's your bead strands. Now let's go ahead and let's go through the rest of the bag. Okay, guys, so we have antique bronze as our metal color. And so we've got bead caps. These are scrolled petal leaf bead caps. And let me get them pulled up here for you. They're really super cute. That's what they look like. Okay, so you get your bead caps. Let me just go right on down the line. And then we have the 10mm bead cone. You get one of those, and that is also an antique. Everything is antique bronze, or antique gold, antique brass. Everybody calls it something else different. I call it antique bronze. That's what it looks like to me. And then continuing down the line, guys, clasps. You guys get a ton of clasps this month. There are 4 and then of one kind and 2 of another. So you get a total of 6 toggles. They are 21 and 22mm. So these are the wreath. That's what they look like. That's the wreath, and they're kind of flat and more oblong. And then these are a little bit more detailed. And let me show you the difference. You get a total of, what I just say, 6. 4 of one kind, 2 of the other, and I'll pull them right up here for you. So this is the difference of the 2. They just look a little bit different, but 6 full sets of toggles this month, guys. And then we have 2 focals. So this is a really cute flower focal. It's kind of a filigree. It's an really cute, like antique. I think it's 47 millimeter. There's a lot of holes where you could absolutely, I hope you can tell there, there's a lot of holes behind in it. So you could do some weaving if you wanted. It does kind of have a bit of a concave. This is what it looks like in the back. So you could definitely do some weaving because it goes, you know, concaved inwards in the back to hold your wire or your cord, or you could just use it as it is. It's really very sturdy. So there is your flower charm focal. And then we have another focal, guys. Now, I don't know it's what the millimeter is. This is almost kind of a throw-in freebie. Now, when I ordered these, and I ordered a massive amount of them, they were supposed to be, the description basically did not meet my expectation. So I'm going to just put them in anyway. They're really not counted in the bag, but I'm throwing them in because that I ordered them for this color palette, and I figured why not. But this is a really monster like a focal. Now, you could also make this an asymmetrical necklace, put this on one side. Now, and it's kind of like filigree. You've got lots of things. You can dangle stuff off of it. But what I want to tell you and point out about these is that they are, like, I want to show you. You can see how I'm bending it like that? They are, you know, a little flimsier than what I would have wanted, okay? They're not, like, hard as steel like this guy. Okay, so they are much more delicate, but I thought, you know, why not? Because you guys can get creative with your wire wrapping, or even some thin leather, or some thin S-line cord, whatever, some 24, 26 gauge artistic wire, and you can do some weaving with like any of these beads, or even like this whole strand, and then it'll end up being really super sturdy. So that is that guy. And then moving on down the line here, guys, our Czech Glass. So there is a bag, Czech Glass mix, and you've got leaf beads, you've got some goldenrod faceted rondelles in a couple of sizes here, and leaves, and then there's some barrel faceted Czech Glass. I think I got them all. There's another one. Okay, so here is all of your Czech Glass. So you've got the beautiful green leaves, which go with that green strand perfectly. And then you have four, there's two of those, and then there's four of the bronze leaves. Hi, Gypsy Girl. And then there is some Czech pressed barrel beads, and they're in almond with a travertine wash. Really super pretty. And then there are a couple of 6 and 4 millimeter Czech Glass rondelles and the lighter goldenrod in there. So that's your Czech Glass mix. And then we have a mix of rondelles and bicones here, guys, in 8 millimeter and then 4 millimeter bicones. I'll pull them up here and show you. So your rondelle mix, I'll pull just a few up. Okay, so they're all 8 millimeter. Okay, and so these are that beautiful luster. They match the 6 millimeters. These are some peach. Here's some that are like half like peach and like half bronze. There's some burgundy. The burgundy, there's a couple of different sizes in here, or like their shape. I think they're both 12 millimeter, but they're a couple of different shapes. One is more oblong than the other. Okay, so there's your rondelle mix. And then I have, in that same bag with your rondelles, are going to be your 4 millimeter faceted bicones in magma. Let me get a bunch of them pulled up here. They are so pretty. Oh, there's a Czech Glass. Let me get that out of the way. Let me pull some of these up here. I hope you guys can make those out. They are absolutely stunning. Those are 4 millimeter bicones in magma. And then, guys, we have some paper clip chain, and there's 8 inches of it, because I just thought that this would be really cool to use for either this focal or to make a couple of bracelets with maybe some double chain, or just one piece of chain and 1 piece of leather or whatever, because you're going to get 2 types of leather this month. Hence cozy cabins, right? Because of the elements that you'll find in a cabin. So you get 8 inches of the paper clip chain, and that's, I think it's 7 millimeter. It's really, really soft. It's kind of like a matte finish, and I love, love, love this. I love this paper clip chain. It is lead and cadmium free. And then you get 2 pieces of 2 colors of 2 millimeter round leather. One is in Bordeaux and one is in dark chocolate. Now I know it probably looks black, but it is not. When you see it in person, it is dark chocolate. So let me pull this up. Let me separate them and put them next to each other so you can see. So there's the Bordeaux is right here. Maybe I'll do it separate. There's the Bordeaux, and there's the dark chocolate. And again, that's 2 millimeter round. And what I think you guys will really have fun, I know I certainly was thinking of it when I curated this bag, is, you know, using, you know, the 2 millimeter round. Most of your beads are not going to fit through it. However, what's really cool is to use leather as an accent in your jewelry. So you could put this, right, through the toggles, through a jump ring, through the chain, through the end of your wire, and use that, you know, for the back of your necklace. You could also put this in between your necklace using either just tying your leather or using some cord ends, and section it out that way. Or you could, you know, do something really cool like this portion, make like a cool barrel knot, and this portion is part of the bracelet, and then do a beaded portion, and then even put like some chain on a portion. That's what I was thinking. And I think that'll be really cool, and it'll be just very kind of neutral and very wintry feeling and looking. So there we go, guys. So your 2 millimeter round, and by the way, it is genuine leather. It is not pleather, it is leather. So it's 2 millimeter round leather, guys, genuine leather, and Bordeaux and dark chocolate, and then your paper clip chain. So there is, I'll pull up your bead strands. There are your bead strands, my friends. Sorry, let me try to put the tags the other direction. There we go. So there's your bead strands, guys. I think that is so pretty. So reminiscent of a log cabin, right? Doesn't that give you log cabin vibes? It certainly gives me log cabin vibes. And that is your bag. I will give you one more really good close-up view here before we go away. So there is your bag, guys. All right, let me just wiggle you back a little bit here. And again, as I mentioned, this is what your bags will come like this month, guys, with your pick list as always. And don't forget, if you are a member of my rewards program, to, one of them anyway, to use your codes, guys. And I hope you guys love, let me get that organized correctly. I hope you guys love this month's bag cozy cabin as much as I do, and as much as I enjoyed putting it together. So I hope you guys will get yours before they are gone. They are live in my store right now. They are linked in this video. You can click on the shopping tab as always to hop over to the store and get your bags. Don't forget your codes for your rewards program, and extras, if any are available, will be on the homepage of my store at the time of this launch. So happy Saturday, everybody, and we will see you in the next video. Until then, guys, be blessed.